Everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your She Shed Scrapper. So today I am back with a simple one-page layout using the Where to Next collection from Vicki Boutin. I knew kind of what I wanted to do with these little buildings when I first saw this paper. I went to Florida to visit my sister, which I've been doing often, but when my first solo trip, she took me to all kinds of good places. Some of my favorites. So Tuesday morning, and then right before this trip, I actually saw that this scrapbooking store was going out of business. And so she took me there too. So what I did is I actually fussy cut those buildings into just one piece. There was excess on the bottom of that paper, and the back side is that really fun kind of lime green polka dotted paper. So I just used that strip kind of as a base for the buildings. I flipped, the paper over for that green paper and then set the buildings on there. But then the sticker sheet also had buildings, and I didn't really know when else I would use them. I'm not really a big city person, I guess. So I decided to pop those stickers up on some foam tape and stagger them across the page. It just gives it a little bit more dimension and then helps me use up the products as well. So once I get that, the rest of the layout kind of came together pretty quickly. I utilized this kind of ledger paper that had a little bit of mixed media down to the bottom right. So that helped fill in some of that extra space. So I am going to layer my photos on top of each other like they are on the page. But what I ended up doing is just going through all of the ephemera and pieces that I have, which I have a lot for this collection, just to see kind of what would work. I liked that little bag. It looked like a shopping bag. I don't end up using it. It was just kind of too large for that over there. But you can see how while I go through the ephemera, I kind of pick out pieces and try to place them where I think they would look best. I just have found that is a lot easier for me when I'm kind of going through the pieces. So I really like the way that the right-hand side of the page looks. That clipboard I thought was just so cute. And then there is that little kind of journaling piece that I will journal. I think it says on the agenda for today, which I thought was really appropriate. But then I am going to switch a couple things around. I found that around town like title sticker, and I thought that was great for these photos as well. So I'm going to actually use that on the right hand side for my title. I am just going to, I actually double back these and actually use a couple of pieces of scrap paper from previous layouts. I have the project pad, and the project pad has solid colored paper in the back of it. And so I ended up using scraps and backing these two in different colors. Because it's my layout, I thought I wanted to kind of try to see what I could use that was pink and girly, and use up some of those pieces for this layout. So I did not mind covering up the majority of that top photo. You didn't need the rest of the photo, to be quite honest, and I probably could have covered up more of the bottom photo as well, but it is what it is. So I am going to then layer the right hand side, that cluster, layer that up. I do pop up the around town up on some foam tape, and then just kind of play around. Again, see, I moved the photos over to the left, and so that bag ended up not working. Instead, I really liked this like ribbon. It says love this, and so instead I end up making that kind of the focal piece, I guess, of the cluster I'm going to make on the left hand side of the page. So I'm looking at the chipboard, trying to figure out what to use. I did find, I don't think it's like a ticket, but it's, I guess it kind of is like a ticket. I just thought it was a great layering piece. So I ended up adding that behind it. And then again, just kind of looking for what else I can add to the top. So I have that large cluster, and then I have a smaller one And that's about the only clusters I'm going to use. Here's where I decide, you know, I'm going to try and use up some of the more girlier pieces, the florals in the collection. And so I did add a floral to kind of complete that cluster to the left. I'm going through the sticker book, seeing what else, because I did think the cluster on the right needed something more. And so I do end up using some of the larger floral pieces. I guess I'm getting ahead of myself. But some of the larger floral pieces I am going to use on the right hand cluster. I decided though, because I do have that little journaling spot, that I would kind of fill in that extra space under the title with some phrase stickers. And so I do just kind of stagger those in that space to the bottom there. And then this is where I'm looking in the ephemera for the flowers. And they are so pretty, this bright pink, and then there's an orange one, I think. So I'm just going to layer them behind the journaling spot, fill in some of that clipboard as well. I didn't think I needed that much brown, I guess, and just really like the way that the flowers kind of surround that journaling spot there. Then to finish off the layout, I go to the little puffy stickers. I'm going to add a couple to the flower centers, and that is going to finish off this layout. So I will link the Where to Next collection down below if you are interested. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.